Okay, so now we're going to look at a neurological assessment, a cursory one. So we're going to use a monofilament and a tuning fork to be able to assess our patient's sensation. So what we're looking at here on this tuning fork is essentially just a graduated motion here in these black triangles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bang it, get it started, and show you what I mean. So you see how the triangles start to come together down the bottom, so you can read at what point the triangles are starting to come together. So now it's hitting up at 6 and then pulling up at 7. So that's how you'll know what the measurement is that you need to read from your patient. So we're looking at a measurement of 4 being normal. So what you're going to tell your patient is that we're going to stick the black end of this tuning fork onto the apex of his hallux. Okay, and we're going to instruct your patient that when it goes on, they'll feel that vibration perception quite hard, and it'll get smaller and smaller, and you want your patient to tell you when they can't feel the vibration anymore. They might be able to feel the pressure, but they can't feel the vibration.
Yep.
Okay, so we can measure that off at about a 6. All right, now what we're going to have a look at is our monofilament. So our monofilament, I'll just take that little bit off, is essentially like a little bit of fishing wire on the end. So it gives us a graduated compression of 10 grams when that goes onto your patient's foot. So the instructions that you want to give to your patient here is that you want to say, if you ask them to show their hand, and this is what it'll feel like. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
So what we're going to ask the patient to do is to tell us when they can feel that monofilament. So we're going to use 10 different points over the feet so that we can get a good idea about what the sensation is like. So if we look at the superficial perineal,
Yep.
the deep perineal,
Yep.
then let's have a look at the medial branch of the tibial nerve,
Nope.
the medial branch of the tibial nerve,
Nope.
the lateral branch of the tibial nerve.
Nope.
Then we're going to look at the saphenous nerve.
Yes.
We're going to look at the medial branch of the calcaneal
Nope.
tibial nerve. We're going to be looking at the tibial nerve.
Yes.
And then we're going to be looking at 2 aspects of the sural nerve. So we're going to start around here at the lateral calcaneus.
Yes.
And we're also going to be looking at the plantar midfoot.
Yes.
And that's how you would conduct a cursory neurological assessment.